Hey, I'm going to show you how to cut your lace on your most precious pieces correctly and thoughtfully. All you're going to need is a lace front wig with the lace still attached, of course, a head that you can put pins into. This is just off Amazon, I think. You then need some clips to clip your hair back, some dressmaker pencil, which is probably the easiest, but you probably could do it with some pencil or a pen yourselves, but dressmaker pencil is the best. Some pins for the lace to pin it onto the head, and some sharp scissors. Don't be using kitchen scissors that are blunt, children's scissors that aren't gonna, cut someone up. You want some sharp scissors. So firstly, you want to take your hair out of the way, and I'll probably do this in sections just so you are doing it as thoughtfully as possible. Just to mark exactly where you want your lace to be taken off. Let me move that one back a bit more. Because we see a lot of people sort of hacking at the lace, doing it very quickly, using the scissors to kind of, as if you would with paper when you're kind of cutting through that way. And with lace, the second you've damaged it, you've kind of damaged it. There are things you can do to replace the lace and repair them, but it's like anything, once the structure's gone, the structure's gone. So you want to be as thoughtful with this as possible. Now take your pencil. Again, this is a dressmaker pencil. Similar to a normal pencil, it's just probably a bit chalkier, so easier to mark onto fabric, hence why it's for fabrics. And obviously with this one's got a lovely peak here, and it comes down really nice. So I don't want to take too much of the lace off. You're better off taking off bit by bit. So if you do make a mistake or do something that isn't quite right, you've got a bit to play with. If you cut right back to the hairline, it's done. Once it's done, it's done. Again, there's little bits of hair out the way. So looking at this, my hairline starts probably here. So I don't want to cut tons and tons off. You see there, I'm just marking ever so slightly on the lace where I want to take it back. So again, I don't want to take loads and loads off, but enough for me to be happy. So just mark along. Don't rush this, because once you've cut it, you've cut it. You can't sort of put it back very easily. And it's better to do it whilst it's on your head, because at least then you can see exactly what would fit your head. Obviously each head's completely different. My head shape and hair shape is going to be completely different to somebody else. So if I was doing this for somebody else, you can have a sort of guesstimation, but to get it as perfect as you need it, best to do it on your own head. So again, bit by bit, just marking where the lace will end. And do that the other side. Right, so I've just popped it on the head, and as you can see, I can see the little blue dots all the way around where I want to cut the lace. So what I do to start with is start from the front and just cut up through the middle, just so I can work my way around easier from either side. Now again, take your time with this. Do it from sort of section to section. Make sort of conscious snips. Don't drag the scissors through the lace, because that could, if it nicks the lace that way, you can then end up with like running nicks along it, which isn't going to be that helpful when you want to wear her for a long time. So take, thoughtful snips, do it bit by bit, and just go along where you've marked. And do that all the way around bit by bit, again, pinning up the hair as you're doing it. So as you can see, the lace has all been nicely cut. I've left probably a couple of centimetres here, just if I'm going to glue her down, and space if I do want to obviously move it anymore. Easy peasy. And there you go, a nice cut lace. And when you're moving your wig, always use the ear tabs to kind of hold your wig, adjust it and move it around. Never drag it by the lace, ever, because that again can cause it to rip, tear and cause you problems. Really simple. Just take your time, don't be worried, and take it bit at a time. If you are worried, leave an inch, leave 2 inches, do whatever you're comfortable with. It's really easy to make a mistake, and once you've made it, unfortunately. So if you do it bit by bit, At least then there's not loads of room for error. Good luck guys, any questions, let me know.